What about me?
Good evening. My name is Jarrod Russell. Mr. Reed, how are you? No, you're not. A long night. I know it's been a long night. But I come tonight on in a sort of neutral position. I'm a driller that some people know. And I've had the pleasure of working with Mr. Reed, Mr. Minning for years, and Lloyd Chong over here. And, you know, growing up, my father always told me that you could have a job, you can do as much as you can make as much money as you can try to make, but try to do it without hurting the environment. And I've always respected him for that, and we're in a very destructive business, which is the drilling business. And Bahama Rock is over there doing its drilling, and you know, everybody is complaining about all that is going on. But tonight I say the harbor is something that is needed. The harbor is something that has made Grand Bahama a better place, believe it or not. Without it, discovery can't come in. Without it, we can't get our food. Without it, there's a lot of things that we can't get. But at the same time, we must be responsible. As I look at the situation that's going on right now, the persons in Harbor West, they won't feel any destruction anymore for a long time, as long as you stay there. The worst of it has already passed. I'm hoping and I'm praying that, you know, Mr. Reed, that we look at the situation that, you know, is about us. Mr. Minning spoke about the amount of water that we have. And I believe that if I can put in a hand pump and get some water, even if it's just a little bit of water, then we ought to try and save it. I know what it is that you have to do. I know that the rock is very important. And believe it or not, some may disagree with me, but we need Bahama Rock. Most of us get our sand, our rock, you know, a lot of stuff. You know, many of us, we live in houses that come from the rock that Bahama Rock has actually dug. But at the same time, you know, there's a responsibility that comes with it. And I'm going to get out of the way quick, but I'm just going to give you a little bit of history. When the container port, well, when the harbor came over on this side and the container port started, it was all pine forests. And I was still in high school, and my father took us over there for the summer and said we were going to start to drill. And as we began to drill, there was a dozer clearing down a line of pine trees. And he told me, he said, Jarrod, look at this, because this is going to be the last time you're going to ever see any pine trees like this around here. And when we drill, taste the fresh water, because that's going to be the last time you're going to taste fresh water here. And back then, you know, I just took it for granted. I'm like, you got a lot. But now, after seeing all the digging that is going on, you know, it's scary. And tonight, I just say, we can, you know, measure it out. We can come to an agreement. I think we can come to some resolution. Right now, you're digging, I think, drilling to 80 feet. I think, well, it's not my place, but I'm going to ask if the remaining portion of the harbor, if you decide to go to 120 feet and blast, it's not impossible. You do it already.
No, we don't. If you want me to interrupt, our plan is 80 feet, and that's what's in our environmental assessment.
So there's no way you can go to 120 feet.
I don't have a drill that'll go that deep. You might have one that I can use, but I don't have one.
I know of a drill that goes 120 feet. And I feel with the remaining portion that is there, I think that if you go 120 feet, I don't know how good the rock is down to that depth, whether it's feasible for you. But, you know, if you go 120 feet, you can get the abundance of rock that you need and not cross the road and trouble the little bit of water that is left. So I ask that you